When Jimmy Kimmel made fun of Trump and got tossed by ABC,
my show has been suspended indefinitely.
Man Titties giggled like a little sow, claiming victory, but it didn't last long.
Late night host Jimmy Kimmel is back, triumphantly returning to his show last night after staring down a government effort to censor and silence him.
Before ABC unsuspended Kimmel, a lineup of America's funniest and courageous comics stood up for Jimmy. They understood the importance of political satire in the public ether, and especially now with Trump threatening to silence protesters. Colbert, Stewart, Conan, Letterman. But what was Jimmy Kimmel doing there?
Jimmy, it's been a really eventful couple of weeks in late night. I thought you were so eloquent in the wake of Kimmel's suspension. I am wondering how you're thinking about what you can put in a monologue, what it's like being on an FCC-licensed avenue of broadcasting right now.
Our show's never really been that political. We hit both sides equally, and we try to make everybody laugh. And that's really the way our show really works. I mean, our monologues are kind of, the same that we've been doing since Johnny Carson was doing The Tonight Show. So really, I just keep my head down and making sure the jokes are funny. I have great writers, clever, smart writers, and we're just trying to make the best show we possibly can and entertain everybody.
Kimmel's always been a pussy, and really not that different from the other late-night whore, Jay Leno, who proved who he was when he stabbed his friends Conan and Letterman in the back just to get a TV show. And Leno actually criticized Kimmel, insinuating that a comic's place shouldn't be controversial, but more like bend over and grab your ankles. Leno said, "I can even show you how if you like." And Fallon definitely fits that description. Remember when Fallon did this? Okay, so while Fallon is having fun messing with Tiny Finger's hair, we already knew that Russia was interfering in our election, that Trump had called Mexicans rapists, Trump had threatened Hillary Clinton's life, called for her to be locked up, and Trump called Rosie O'Donnell a pig. Oh, and for the record, Rosie O'Donnell helped Fallon out as a young comic. It's really pathetic. Jimmy Fallon had an opportunity to show America what a bigoted, evil skin tag Trump was, but for that you need a spine. And Fallon defends his silence by saying, "That's not what we are about." So what are you about, Jimmy? Are you saying that this country is about getting rich instead of informing people of a national rape?
I hate my opponent.
Call Fallon what he is. It's a millionaire reach-around where people are suffering because of what Trump has done, and people like Fallon protect him. And Fallon is a multi-millionaire who just launched a new game show where people compete by seeing who can sell their souls to Fortune 500 companies by making more TV ads for them. Jesus, how much fucking money do you need? Fallon's net worth is close to $100 million. When he died, Stephen Hawking's net worth was about $2 million. Welcome to America.
I'm very rich.
So no, I'm not surprised by what Fallon is doing. But when you compare Jimmy Fallon to Kimmel, Colbert, and Jon Stewart, David Letterman, all of whom are risking everything to show to the American people what Trump is doing to their country, well, you realize Jimmy Fallon is exactly as advertised. He is a human cyclamate, offering that artificial sweetness that when ingested burns your gut. But, and I regret having to say it, Fallon is not alone. Believe it or not, there's a comedy festival coming up in Saudi Arabia, the country where 15 of the 9/11 hijackers were from, where Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince, had Washington Post reporter Jamal Khashoggi sawed up into little pieces. It's the country that castrates women so they can't enjoy sex and tortures anyone who dissents against their government. And it's the country who purchased the 45th floor of Trump Tower. Well, it sounds like a real yuck fest to me. The cast of comedians headed there include a lot of big names, of which most have this in common. They all bitched about being censored by U.S. wokeness. Now, if that irony isn't thick enough, they're complaining about woke while they entertain people who killed 3,000 U.S. citizens on 9/11. Here's some of the acts: Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker. These are all highly successful comics who are cashing in, all while normalizing Saudi Arabia's reign of terror on Christians, Jews, women, and LGBT. Now, this is where you have to look in the mirror and say, is there anything you won't do for money?
You're a nasty person.
And it's not like these comics, along with Fallon, can claim ignorance.
And they say, we don't need him. Freedom, freedom. He's a dictator. He's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator.
The entire world is witnessing Trump and his fellow dictators every day encroach on our constitutional rights. Clarence Thomas said the other day the Supreme Court shouldn't even have to rely on legal precedents like civil rights, the right to protest, gay marriage, and a list I'm sure he's adding to.
You're not going to be a dictator, are you? I said, no, other than day one.
But, and goddamn if this isn't important, this is a time to be courageous. There are people in the streets demanding justice for undocumented being sent away to foreign prisons, to Americans being beat down for standing up to ICE, And people like Trump and his evangelical posse are calling for a theocracy.
There are demonic forces.
It's the enemy from within.
And these comedians, Fallon especially, have a platform that matters. But Fallon speaks proudly of how he doesn't do political humor. Okay, in normal times, I get it. But these times are anything but normal.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
But you know what really makes these motherfuckers like Trump the angriest? When you mock them, make them a butt of a joke.
You know, Coachella is not far. It's only about 2 hours from here. We don't get many Trump rallies in these parts, so we decided to send a crew to ask Trump supporters about these issues that seem to have them so upset. Issues like critical race theory.
We're trying to get a feel for people where they stand on the issues. Do you believe schools should be teaching critical race theory?
No.
Why not?
I feel like, honestly, it brings about more racism, bringing more issues around that don't need to be.
What is critical race theory for people that don't understand it?
See, I really don't even know. I'm assuming. Can you explain it a little bit to me, honestly?
Yeah. You see, Trump and his small penis brigade lack any sense of irony and feel vulnerable when a comedian impales them with a smartly crafted joke. I mean, you want courage? How about Rosie O'Donnell, who only left the country to protect her children and who gave many comics like me a chance on her show, Stand Up Spotlight? She stood up to Trump nose to nose. Rosie didn't back down, and just like the Smothers Brothers, who battled Nixon and his FBI goons, she spoke the truth even when she knew it would cost her. I remember every night as a young boy hearing the numbers of 19-year-old boys dying in Vietnam. And when everyone else backed down, it was the Smothers Brothers who spoke up, mocking Nixon, Republicans, and even CBS. Of course, then CBS fired them and replaced their show with Hee Haw. Right now, I trust Conan, Jon Stewart, and Colbert. They're on the front lines of our First Amendment rights. They are smart, they are courageous, and they're hilarious. You know, sometimes I wonder if we can recover from this crisis of faith, where so many Americans have lost their way and woke up in a cult of hate and anger. But I do find it ironic that the only way back, the best way to win, may actually be the most fun.
And you do not have a small penis.
Ah, thanks, gang.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
I couldn't care less.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Goddamn right.
It's sitting on my desk.
We will absolutely target you.
You have no shame.
Are you not entertained?
Who you talking to?
I could be a stupid person.
Trump admitted he knew Epstein for 15 years.
Talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm sorry, man.
You're a nasty person. It's not fair. I couldn't care less. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.
Goddamn right.